At the start of the project, we had to gather research, and to do this, I used a search engine called Google. I used Google to search for SurveyMonkey, and this is where I was able to create a 10-question survey with questions I wanted to ask my classmates. From this survey, I was able to gather feedback for what I should do for my magazine. This made it easier as it gave me a better idea and allowed me to start quickly and not be stuck for what to do. The only problem I found was the maximum amount of questions was 10, so I could only get limited feedback. As you can see from the picture, I also asked multiple choice questions instead of just making them open-ended. I could also analyse the results to make it easier for me to see what the people said they wanted. And I could also send them by email, meaning I could get feedback immediately. After research, we had to take pictures for the main image. This was to stick with the conventions of a front cover and magazines in general. They could either be of yourself or of other people. These pictures consist of 3 different poses with different costumes. I decided to take the pictures with him on a plain background so it was very easy to edit later on. When taking the photos, I had to think about what he was wearing and what he was to be doing. This was so that it would fit with the magazine that I'm creating. I also considered lighting because if it was too dark or too light, then the pictures wouldn't look right when used. Publisher is the software I used to put my magazine together. The margins were the correct sizes for the magazine, and everything was very simple to find, including cropping and contrasting, which was very helpful later on. Everything was just made quicker and easier instead of making it on Fireworks or Photoshop where I don't have a lot of experience in using. To make the images a suitable size for the magazine, cropping was the main key for changing this. It allowed me to make the images smaller and take parts out of the picture that were unnecessary to the image. As you can see from the 2 pictures, I decided to crop out the chair and some of him to make it fit better. This also made it much easier when it came to editing because there was less to take out. Fireworks is the next big piece of software that I used, and this is what I used to edit all my pictures. This was the best option because it was very accurate to do and had a lot of different ways to edit the images. I found that I could also change the background so that when I was deleting some of the background I could see clearly what needed to go and what should stay. From the picture, these are the 2 most used tools that I use when editing my images. This consists of the rubber, which allowed me to delete the parts that were close to the image, getting a cleaner looking picture, and the other tool is the magic wand. This is what I used to delete a massive area at the start of editing. I found I could change the area that I deleted without deleting the actual image, which made it easier to finish editing. From the next 3 pictures, I am showing the images after they have been edited and ready to use for my front cover, contents page and L page spread. This has allowed me to put them on my magazine without the background being there. I was able to easily copy and paste the pictures into Publisher after being edited and insert them where they needed to go. And from these 3 pictures you can see the pictures being used on the pages that I've made them for. This picture is from my G321 portfolio and it is showing the different fonts that I looked at to get the ones I'm using now. This allowed me to keep track of the names, making sure I didn't lose what they were called. I got them from 1001 Fonts and they have so many options you can look through and to find the right one that fits your magazine genre. In these last 3 pictures you can see the updated and final versions of my magazine that I created using Fireworks and Publisher. These are showing how much of a difference changing the colours can do, but also showing the skills that I learned from the previous versions in the video.